You see the other channel?
Check.
Check.
Sound good? Okay.
Yep.
No, I'm talking to some man.
Oh.
Let me bring up Slack. Our video's hot. I turned our mics down.
Okay.
Let me grab a drink real quick. It'll be good to go.
BettorView page. Does it look good?
It's not up. Let me hit refresh. I have to hit play. Yeah, looks good.
Ready?
Yep. Did you? Should we share that we're live?
Yeah, I didn't do anything yet.
All right, I'll tweet it. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast pregame show and gambling simulcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer Dog?
Oh my goodness, Tom effing Brady.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
Yes, the Tampa Bay Bucks and all the Patriots hanger-oner fans, they're heading to the Super Bowl. Good game, interesting game. Would have been better if Green Bay figured it out. I mean, they really got pushed around on the offensive and defensive line. But really, those decisions at the end of the game, Matt LaFleur not going for it on 4th and 8, I didn't even think it was a decision. I mean, when Troy Aikman is calling you soft and saying, what analytics are you looking at? I don't understand that. And then they're, them doing the intentional offsides later on in the drive.
This is
as like a smart play.
This is the other side of the grew up playing Madden coin, right?
Yes.
Too smart for your own good. Look, you have Aaron Rodgers, fourth in whatever,
fourth
and goal.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
And Aaron Rodgers should have ran it in that play before. But again, you go for it there, because then if you don't go for it, you still are down by 8 and you have much better field position. You still have to get a stop.
Yeah.
You don't lose any time. I mean, they got lucky because the return guy slid down right before the 2-minute warning, but you would have kept the 2-minute warning and you still had 3 timeouts. Your defense is playing horrible. Why do you put the game on your defense's shoulders? Let Aaron Rodgers be Aaron Rodgers. Makes no sense.
Was this not just like the ultimate like metaphor for Aaron Rodgers as a Packer? Just wasted opportunity.
Yep, a great team at home against this Bucks team, and I mean, kudos to the Bucks. They played a great game. Brady overcame 3 interceptions, and that's the other thing. The Packers got 3 Brady interceptions, couldn't turn them into points. That was huge. So yeah, Tampa Bay hosting a home Super Bowl. I really didn't see this coming. I mean, I felt stronger about the the Packers game certainly than I did the KC Bills game. I'm of course on Bills money line. Also suggested getting down on Bills plus 3.5, but let's go, baby.
I mean, look, Sean, let's move forward. Unfortunately, the future hasn't come yet because Tom Brady's still heading to the Super Bowl. In this one, I'm with you. I think I'm getting more and more like, man, the Chiefs feel like they're getting disrespected here with the way people are betting against them. We thought there would be late money, Sean. We thought there'd be late Kansas City money.
Once it was confirmed that Patrick Mahomes was playing, and it was weird.
It's not coming. That late money's not coming.
The odds seemed odd. Hold on, I got to turn off my phone.
No, that's all right. What I was going to finish with is I was fully expecting this to climb up to 3.5, maybe put us in a position where we get more Buffalo action. Instead, the money's just coming in on Buffalo. And as we know, Sean, 2 public dogs can't possibly have fleas in the same week, or I guess this would be the first one because Brady already came home. We like the Bills, but it does feel like we could potentially look foolish for fading Patrick Mahomes starting, past the concussion protocol, even though Brett Favre warned him. Maybe we should double think it. Look, I think we're just going to rehash the same thing. We just like the way this Bills team is playing, and we like the mojo they're working with. And in a weird way, they have a little bit of what we saw with this Tampa team. They believe. And our bad for not seeing the Brady is just better than everyone else and just has balls the size of
I did
red
lose
onions.
the NFC Championship pick, but I did feel like I took a step up in the John Elway is better than Tom Brady debate, which Colby keeps trying to crowbar down.
I think it's now down to one person who believes John Elway better than Tom Brady.
And
not even John Elway.
He's doing it without Bill Belichick. You got to give him all the credits. Ryan,
yes,
we're going to be breaking down a bunch of player props, bets we like, obviously throughout Buffalo. But and there's if you're watching live here on BettorView Live, there's a link coming through for Monkey Knife Fight. Click through there. You get a nice $50 deposit match up to $50, or it's a 100% match up to $50. I got my deposit in. I'm ready to go. They have a bunch of fun player props you can get down on. One of their games is over-under. Very simple. And kicking it off, I'm doing Patrick Mahomes less than 312.5 passing yards because I think that foot is going to be an issue.
Ooh.
And tied to Josh Allen more than 308.5 passing yards. $20 wins you 70. So it's a nice 3.5.
That's very adult of you
350
to hit the less button, Sean. I went with more.
Double more.
I went double more.
Wrong?
Chalky as hell. I will say, shout out to the people over at Monkey Knife Fight because the interface. We know the DGen bar can be pretty low with technology.
Yes.
Very simple.
Yeah,
Very
and there's
simple. That was literally all it took. 2 clicks.
There's a bunch of more or less prizes that are set at 3.5. Basically, it's 2 player props combined. We're going to be rattling through some of those if you want to hop on.
It's totally not a parlay.
Click through the Monkey Knife Fight link that you see cycling through here on BettorView Live. And if you have the ad blocker on, turn it off. You want to see that sweet ad so you can get that sweet deposit bonus, 100% up to $50. Picks Magoo wanting to know, how does Rodgers not stop that field goal attempt? And we saw if you bet the over on Rodgers icy cold death stares, that cash. That over hit pretty easily. And Matt LaFleur, wow. I mean, Matt LaFleur is supposed to be a smart coach. I really like what they've done. I mean, I thought they had a great game plan for the Rams, and they came out flat. And then even when they were getting momentum going in the second half, just couldn't take advantage of it. Really, really crazy.
Like, in a weird way, I could see Brady outplaying Rodgers before I could see Bruce Arians out coaching Matt LaFleur.
Yes.
The way that things were going right now. And that was the story of the game to me. And shame on me. Virginia Tech, great. Bruce Arians. He came to play. And like you said earlier, we're back on that game, but they're playing in the Super Bowl.
Yes. And did okay on the player props. Tunyon over catches. That hit. I think Cameron Brate may have hit as well. Yardage. I got to double check that one. Jamal Williams barely got over 23 yards. So looking okay there. And we got doing all right in the DraftKings lineups. But let us know what you guys are sweating here. SMS Vegas 99. Say Monkey Knife Fight app is great. Definitely worth downloading. We'll click through. So, the old SGP gets credit for that. And and we can start rolling on this case. Casey Schmitty, of course. His middle nickname, Chiefs to the Super Bowl. Do not underestimate a Petty Mahomes. He could be really fired up too. I'm just a little worried about that foot. I think that's going to be a bit of an issue for him throwing the ball.
Yeah, I'm with you. And speaking of which, Sean, another more or less here. This is a fun one. Tyreek Hill, 80.5 yards. You going over or under?
I'm going over.
Right.
And I know I'm kind of splitting I'm kind of hedging my Patrick Mahomes over, but yeah, I'll go more.
Well, wait till the second guy, John Brown, 58.5. Feels high.
I'm going to go under here. Now I know Gabe Davis is banged up, but I think it's a Isaiah McKenzie game. We've talked about him in DFS. And I would go, I think it's Diggs, Beasley, McKenzie. That's who I got. So I'm going I'm going over on Hill, under on Brown. Again, nice plus 350 there. These are fun, Ryan.
I mean, fun and so dangerously easy to do.
Hashtag Legends only.
The other angle I would say in this game, it seems like you can get some decent value on Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yes.
We talked about this in the pregame show. I just think it says a lot that Bell is deactivated today. It says a lot that perhaps the ankle is all the way back. And when you see those props at 37.5, 40, 35.5, whatever you can get in the wild, I would absolutely jump on the over. It was the sole reason they won the game last time. Clyde Edwards-Helaire got his. So I definitely like that. And I like his first touchdown, Sean, at 10-1. If I'm playing a first touchdown, that's one of the ones I'm going to play.
The site I'm looking at doesn't have McKenzie as the first touchdown. So
well,
I don't know what I'm going to do.
30-1 I'm seeing out there. I'm like, they're even 40-1s. But I would say this, Sean, you already threw out a $3,000 player in DFS.
Yes.
That came home. Can you do two in the same day with McKenzie?
Yes.
Scotty Miller.
I obviously big president of the Scotty Miller fan club. Love me some Scotty Miller. That was definitely worth tossing the shot in there. I'm looking at some of these first touchdowns. Kramer, what did you say your first touchdown was?
I know you don't like to do this, but I'm going to take my single unit, Sean, and I'm going to chop it into 3 pieces. Half unit on Clyde Edwards-Helaire, quarter unit Dawson Knox at 18-1, quarter unit on Isaiah McKenzie at 30-1.
What do you see Josh Allen rushing touchdown at? Oh, that's 9-1. All right,
that's not such a. I mean, it feels like it's a chalkier play, and it's not the chalkiest of price.
Yeah, I'll go Josh Allen first touchdown. I always like taking the shot on the quarterback, running it in for the first touchdown.
You've repeatedly called out too, without their goal line back,
no Zach
Moss. It doesn't appear like Yeldon or Singletary are going to be that guy. It's Josh Allen who's that guy.
Josh Allen, if you guys if you just signed up for Monkey Knife Fight via the link, let us know what
let's talk.
Let us know some of these more or less you like. We'll go over them. I do like how CBS, the guy's in a cage, and then the Fox broadcast not in a cage. Maybe it's I don't know why they decide that Tony Romo has to be behind glass, but Troy Aikman doesn't. I guess Tony Romo did have COVID earlier, so he should be fine. I don't know what they're worried about. He's got the antibodies.
Romo looks like he flew here on an old school
Jim, I'm telling, we don't have the audio, but I will translate. Jim, we're gonna see 2 of the best quarterbacks the league is seen right now. It's going to be a shootout. He was banged up last game, but he's 100% healthy, ready to go, Jim.
What did the Wright brothers fly? The convertible, like the biplanes?
Yes.
He looks like he flew in on a biplane.
It's got a lot of wind pushback.
Completely wind-burned face with a goggle, like white outline, and his hair is just flying backwards.
And I'll speak for Jim. The Tony Romo thing's getting a little old.
Yeah.
It was fun at first. Now he's got to laugh at all his jokes. Tony probably makes fun of him for carrying that laminated photo of burnt toast that he legendarily does. Nance is a no-nonsense guy. And Romo's enthusiasm's got to be annoying. We have to find a middle ground between Joe Buck, who it just deadpans the entire broadcast. That's a fumble. It's a game-changing fumble. They had like a 50-yard kickoff return, and he's giving a shout out to the technical director who's moving on. Like, what? Come on. Oh, here it is. Free $50 deposit match. Click on that Monkey Knife Fight. Who doesn't even like you got to like the idea of a Monkey Knife Fight.
Should I do another one?
Yeah, throw out a more or less, Ryan.
All right, let me just do you know what? What about a rapid fire? Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen. Josh Allen is plus 4.5 passing yards. You gotta love the Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, give me Josh Allen.
All right.
And then what's the other half of it? It's
Travis Kelce versus Stephon Diggs. Diggs plus 1.5 receiving yards.
Jeez, what am I gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. Give me Stephon Diggs. Another 3-1. Wow, this is fun. I got all these all these 3-1, 3.5-1 bets. I'm just burning through this bonus.
I will say the click to action ratio for Monkey Knife Fight might be one of the lowest I've ever seen. I just 3 clicks and I'm in. I got fresh action, which by the way, I am fresh off of dominating the flash drafts in the first game, Sean. Multiple. I cashed in every quarter actually.
Oh man, watching that
Someone
Andy Reid,
screenshot this, please.
the Andy Reid mask photo. If you missed it, I tweeted out the photo of Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo, where he was the Gigolo was forced to date a woman with a certain phallic-like nose that she hid under a mask, and
a rooster nose.
Yes, the look between her and Andy Reid is very similar. So definitely worth checking that out. But yeah, throw out some player props you guys like, or if you have questions on our takes on some of these player props, and we'll rattle through these. Obviously, I like Josh Allen over passing yards. That's easy money for me. I think he has a huge day. Patrick, what do we got? Cole Beasley total receptions over 3.5, but there's crazy juice on it, -185. I guess I technically like that, but I would -185. Well, you shouldn't be laying that much juice.
Let's talk early action props. Are you taking there to be a score in the first 5.5 minutes?
Yes, I would. Yep, I'm in on that.
Okay, yeah, it's hard to see a version of this. Now, one of the things from our prop sheet, Sean.
Yes.
Will the first score come from Kansas City or Buffalo? Even though I like Buffalo in this game, I have a feeling Kansas City is going to score first. I have a feeling Buffalo is going to do the unthinkable and potentially defer.
Yeah, and we're seeing some of the bet count from Points Bet here. Travis Kelce anytime score, that is the public favorite. That's only -135. That's crazy. He's also the favorite, most bet at +700. First touchdown, Kelce. Diggs second there. Tyreek Hill. Then Josh Allen fourth, kind of chalky. Patrick Mahomes at 20-1. That's kind of an interesting angle, but I really imagine they're going to be limiting his rushing opportunities.
Yeah, it is one of those. I looked at his anytime touchdown, and I saw the price was higher than it typically is because of the injury, and it made me think I think the types of plays where he runs it in, he probably can run it in a little hobbled anyway. So maybe it's worth it. I think I saw plus. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I saw a 4-1 anytime touchdown from Mahomes today, which normally I think they price that around +280. So perhaps some value there.
Yeah, maybe maybe they've over-adjusted.
Because if it's going to be one of those weird 3-yard draw, he kind of dances into the end zone.
This is an interesting little nugget as far as receiving yards. Most, what's getting the most bets. Tyreek Hill over 78.5. That makes sense. But Travis Kelce under 98.5 is the second most popular bet. Didn't see that coming. And then after that, it's Diggs over 99.5 and Singletary over 20.5. Travis Kelce over is the fifth most popular bet. So
it's a big number, obviously, but it is Travis Kelce in a good match.
I would say this though, they've done a better job with the tight end than previously, right?
I mean, they're getting better. I think to your point, Milano matters with some of this stuff. It allows them to do a little bit more, but I do think that if you look on paper, what will the Bills? Where will the Bills be vulnerable here? They'll be vulnerable. Potentially to the running back, especially if they're able to establish a running game up the middle. And I think they'll be a little bit vulnerable to the tight end or whoever they put into the seam. And so, Kelce's a monster. He gets 100 yards every game. It's obviously chalky. I'm surprised to see the popular side being the under. It makes me almost want to zag back the other way because it's Travis Kelce. We thought he'd be extremely chalky. He is going to be extremely chalky in fantasy formats. And so I just don't see a version of this game where he doesn't get 6 catches. And if he gets 6 catches, do you really think he's not going to get to 100?
He's got they're doing a profile, Ryan, on Patrick Mahomes' shoe insert.
This is just not the kind of stuff I need.
Oh, I love it. I love going deep here. Casey Schmidt pointed out, give me Gus Johnson. Who doesn't love Gus Johnson?
Gus has found a good home. If only the fine folks at Fox can steal the March Madness away from CBS. Imagine getting him back on the mic for that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people don't like the energy. I think there's something about the energy that throws people off sometimes. Obviously, otherwise we wouldn't have Jim Nantz and Joe Buck being the main guys.
Well, I mean, it's it's not an exact science, right? Like Gus Johnson's energy is good and it's nice and it's dialed in. Tony Romo's energy is too much and it's annoying. All right, Ryan, are we going to try and get one more rapid fire over under bet in here over at Monkey Knife Fight?
Let's quickly do it. All right.
I'll do a rapid fire 3x. Oh, these were the that was the other one I already did. Rapid fire 6x. Let's go, baby. Josh Allen, Steph Diggs, John. Oh, I got to do no, I'm going to do Tyreek Hill. Let's see if I can still get this in time.
I will say, I mean, just it seems like the trajectory of the market is just how can we just create more degenerate action?
Yes,
like
and cosign.
#Legends only.
And easy, like low click to action ratio and lots of volume.
Yep. What more do you want, Ryan?
Well, we want a good game here. I mean, I'm a little, coming off the disappointment of losing a couple bets in the first one. I'm glad to see Josh Allen and the Bills starting with the ball.
Yes.
It gives me the longer shot first touchdown opportunity.
Yep. And Browns were crazy last week, deferring to the Kansas City Chiefs. And Singletary starts the game off, couple yard carry. He was interesting. I think I have him in maybe one of my DFS lineups.
He's certainly
because of a volume play, right?
And it also felt like a post-hype play opportunity where everyone was on him the previous week because it was an obvious price to volume ratio. This week, people are like, well, screw this. They're not even going to try to run the ball.
Yeah.
I'm just going to not take them.
And I think they didn't run the ball in the first half until the 2-minute warning. Start off with one run and then a play action hitting my man Cole Beasley first down. Look at those locks flying out of C-Money, the back of his helmet.
So, Sean,
nice bullet pass here.
If you're making a perfect NFL wide receiver, you're putting in the hair of Cole Beasley, the abs of DK Metcalf. We'll fill out the rest of maybe the hands of Diggs.
Yeah. Picks and Goose saying live bet anyone over +8.
Oh, man.
Already 2 carries now, both to Devin Singletary, getting this certainly zagging. Ooh, a little action after the play. Love to see things are getting chippy in Arrowhead.
Yeah, I mean, who do you think had the looser protocols today? Green Bay or Kansas City?
Either way, they're getting some fans in the stands.
Definitely.
Doesn't look like the live odds haven't really shifted yet. Obviously, it's early. Nike 7 saying he got in on a DGens only prop bet. Demarcus Robinson. 120 yards and a touchdown plus 2,000.
Yeah, tell us what you got down on in the chat.
Legends only.
Gambling is like comedy. It's better to do with everyone else.
Exactly. Plenty of time for Josh Allen so far. A little wild throw there on second down. Big 3rd and 7 coming up for the Bills. Kramer, I'd love to see it'll be interesting to see what else Monkey Knife Fight has. I think they have some second half stuff, so certainly we're going to be getting in when they post those. But we'll be running this through the rest of the first half. Empty set for them on 3rd down.
I mean, and if you want to get down on some League of Legends, that's going on. So
plenty of action.
Sean, a big League of Legends guy. This is the kind of play that Josh Allen needs to show up. Like, you got to be better than Patrick Mahomes on the 3rd down, right?
Yeah, and you got to take advantage of this KC defense, which has holes. And certainly there should be opportunities. Oh, getting past this Stephon Diggs, close to the first down. Looks like he's a little short. Tried to extend it. I say if you're the Bills, fucking go for it. This is the AFC Championship game. What are you doing here if you're Sean McDermott?
You're a defensive head coach. So there's that chance that, I mean, he didn't get the first down. There's certainly a chance.
Ooh, that's close. But I think his foot hit before he got the full extension.
You're a defensive coach, so you obviously trust your defense, but you have to realize the reason you're here is Josh Allen. The reason you're here is your offensive firepower. And honestly, like, this is an impossible play to stop. Roll Josh Allen out. That's the play.
I would have been fine with the Josh Allen QB sneak. Oh, wow. Little play action dump pass to Dawson Knox, first sighting of the game.
I mean, this is why Tim Tebow was so unstoppable in college, Sean.
And Ryan, look at this. We're seeing the win probability of the Buffalo Bills as they march into KC territory, climbing the charts.
You know, I like looking at a nice graph, Sean. Look at that. It looks more like a linear correlation at this point, but I'm hoping to see a little, parabolic shape. It's been a little while. Kids aren't to calculus yet, so I haven't had to relearn that.
Feel free to get some buddies in the watch party, sgpwatchparty.com. Very easy to send that link out and get them in. Let's go, baby. And this is who is this? Is this a Williams?
TJ Yeldon, who
Yeldon,
Sean,
that's right.
we didn't really discuss this, but in a showdown lineup format,
Yeah.
he was very cheap tonight, and it was clear he's going to get the other work. So I actually paired him with Singletary for like $5,000, and basically played the running back share of the Bills here.
Yeah, that's certainly an interesting because there's really no one else, and they're doing a good job early getting the running backs involved. I think that was a big problem against the Ravens.
And my sources on the inside of Bills Mafia tell me that Yeldon could potentially be deployed as the pass catching back today. So if they're going to, I mean, they run that 4 wide with the running back so much. If it's going to be Yeldon, that's interesting.
Ryan, any thought on the live total?
Well, we always like to monitor the total in the first quarter, especially if there's a spurt of a nice low-scoring first quarter, because not atypical to have a low-scoring first quarter, and potentially we could get, maybe 6 points of line value. So, yeah, the game right now is see how low the total goes before the Kramer gang and anyone in the SGP watch party want to get down on the live over, because that's what I'm looking to do right now.
Yeah, and let us know what you're rooting for. Feels like most of the SGPN, the D-Gens are on the Bills side, but I know we got some hardcore KC dudes that are certainly backing the Chiefs.
I don't think we have. I think we're very. Oh no.
No.
I think we're very.
Josh Allen, Cole Beasley with a money play. You don't get points in DraftKings for that play, but getting that to be an incomplete is huge. And if I'm the Bills, I go for it again.
The strange thing, Sean, is like the city of Kansas City and like kind of what they're all about. It's also very D-Gens only.
Yes.
So it is odd
Big
that
ups to Kansas City.
we skew more, but perhaps it's the East Coast thing, but feels like we'd be at home in either one.
Well, yeah, and they got an amazing barbecue. Andy Reid, a lot going for the city, Kansas City. I think just right now,
great soccer team. That's exciting, right? No.
Right now, this year, this team, this Bills team is the fun team to root for.
Yeah. All right, Sean. Early prop indications here.
Bills out to a early 3-0 lead. Nice little drive there.
Field goal was definitely the underdog there. So if you came out with a field goal first score, that's nice. On our prop sheet, Bills score first hit, so that was probably the contrarian side. Also, first score under 5.5 minutes. Also cash.
Ka-ching.
So I'm warming up for the Super Bowl, Sean, where you gotta it's a bunch of rapid fire,
Go Bearcats checking in, said he needs Chiefs for a futures bet. I think they take this in dominant fashion.
Which, by the way, shout out to Go Bearcats, who recently got introduced to the sport of hockey and learned how you were allowed to fight. That was, beautiful. And by the way, you should head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Slack, where him and a lot of other D-Gen champions are just dropping hot knowledge.
Yeah, Slack is a great place.
It's the first. For NBA or NFL especially, I'm in there and college sports. I'm in there first. I'm in there before Twitter.
Yeah,
that's where news is broke.
And yeah, don't worry, you're not missing out on Twitter. All the great tweets you need to see are posted in the Slack. Casey Schmidt saying open invitation to the Giants game next year. Kramer,
assuming everything's good to go, I don't want to jinx anything. It sounds like there's the potential for some road trips next year.
Oh yeah, we got to do a couple road trips. Of course, hitting up the Brat Stop in Wisconsin, make a stop in KC, just eating a lot of red meat in different various towns.
You guys got
gambling on
tofurkey,
sports,
right?
Yeah,
barbecue tofurkey. Oh boy. So now we're looking at after that field goal, Sean, the win probability takes a little bit of a dip there.
Yeah, but not that much. It's saying Kansas City 57.3.
And the live odds. So interestingly enough, you can still get, I'm seeing -2.5 for the Chiefs with juice. I'm also seeing money lines as low as +115 for the Bills. Total I'm holding at 54.5. Not much to report here. I kind of highlighted how I thought the difference in this game could come down to who was going to score touchdowns and who was kicking field goals in the red zone. Not technically a trip to the red zone, but would have liked to see the Bills convert there. I don't think they're going to win this game kicking field goals. So Not the best start for our Bills money, to be honest with you. I'm scared of the fact that KC is going to start in the second half. And I'm also I'm waiting for the Tyreek Hill 75-yard touchdown that we're about to see.
Yep. Oh man, I'm still just wrapping my head around those LaFleur choices. Last game is just crazy.
Maybe he's also from Boston, big Brady fan, like all these other.
I was just in awe of Brady.
Imagine being a Boston sports fan and just disregarding all of your pride and your soul,
Just
and
going all in,
and just rooting for a guy who plays for Tampa Bay.
Well, Ryan, early good start for my Josh Allen passing yards, right?
I mean, not the worst, but let's see what goes on next, because to me this is the game right here. Let's see what Patrick Mahomes looks like.
Yeah,
let's
how healthy he looks throwing the football.
How much is the brain recovered? I mean, sorry, foot and ankle.
Yeah, can we get a live look at his brain?
Which, by the way, I really laughed. One of the fans tweeted in the Delonte West Patrick Mahomes lookalike. That was enjoyable. He did look like a guy who was out partying, didn't get a lot of sleep. Maybe he was up all night because he had a fucking concussion.
Pix Magoo suggesting if the Chiefs get stopped, do we look at a first half over? That's interesting.
Well, and it's in line with what we were talking about before. I think at some point, we're at 3 points. We still have a decent amount of time left in the quarter, but at some point we're going to look to pounce on the over once it moves a little bit.
Yeah.
The first quarter total was what, 10? Meaning it maybe a little, maybe even higher with juice.
You got to feel good about that under 10 if you're sitting on that, just because you got that long drive, held them to a field goal.
Also, I just need to, and that's Edwards-Helaire looks healthy.
CEH
looks healthy.
Yeah, maybe I should have just went him instead of Darrell Williams. Try to get a little contrarian in the DraftKings lineup.
But I mean, I think I'd like to start seeing the total come down a bit before we talk about playing the over.
Well, and this is big. 3rd and longish for the Bills. Can they get a stop here, or will Kansas City just keep the drive alive? 3rd and 4, actually, not that bad.
And I think it's probably. I mean, if you like Kansas City, you might be in a situation where if this.
Wow! What a drop by Tyreek Hill.
If they don't convert like they didn't. I think there's a chance the Bills could flip to be the favorite here. Is that possible?
I don't know. It's interesting.
It's too early, probably,
how they're coming up with these live numbers, how much they're factoring in public perception, what the spread was going into this, and kudos to Mahomes. He looked pretty healthy on that ball, and man, oh geez, he had him. He was wide open.
Yeah, I certainly think, the Bills are going to need
How did he not call for a fair catch on that punt return?
Bills are because he's part of Bills Mafia, Sean.
Yeah,
they jump through tables. And I got to imagine if you're a Bills fan, you probably have like in your mind like you need 2 or 3 of those. You need 2 or 3 like big plays, and to me, even though that's just a dropped catch, Sean, big play, right? Like that takes points off the board. It gives you the opportunity to kind of take control of this game.
Yeah, because if Tyreek Hill gets that catch, you figure he's good. They're good for at least a field goal there.
Yeah.
And it's just a huge 3 and out early into this game.
Oh, boy. Good to say they're making another Godzilla movie. That's fun.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Who you got? Godzilla's got to be what, minus 125?
Yeah, although, I mean, you're really going to bet against Kong?
Godzilla's much big. It seems like it wouldn't actually be a fair fight. I feel like the Godzilla thing. It's a lizard. It's been on the.
Are they doing PD testings? Because Kong is definitely on something.
That's true. A little rampage.
Those muscles are. That's not natural there. Go Bearcat saying if Kansas City is down at the half by less than 15, I'll be doubling up. So he's looking for opportunities on his hedge here.
Interesting.
Either riding with it or kind of going against it.
And, again, I think 2 punts in the quarter. If we can get to a 3rd punt, we're probably almost certainly looking at a situation where we're going to want to grab the over. But right now, we kind of talked about this earlier as we were watching the Tampa Green Bay game go over. Like, what does this mean? There were no flags in that game. Are they going to, is that going to be the same in this game? Because what does no flags mean for the total? Probably under.
Yeah.
It's just, the fireworks can happen fast in this
Looking
game.
at little update on some of these monkey knife fight bets we got in there. My rapid fire, the 6
Let's
one,
see it.
the 3-on-3, Allen plus 4.5 yards versus Mahomes. That's off to a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Diggs plus 1.5 catches versus Kelsey. That's off to a good start. Again, super early. Tyreek Hill
I don't want to jinx anything.
versus John Brown. I guess John Brown's covering right now because he's getting 22.5 yards.
All right, Sean.
I guess I needed that, but that's the problem with these bets. I'm really rooting for my Bills pick, but then I got occasional
little bit of this,
KC player action.
A little bit of that. Sean.
Yes.
We have the second half games up over at Monkey Knife Fight. More or less, second half only. Patrick Mahomes, 156.5 passing yards.
Ooh.
You like them to be down. He'll be passing the ball more.
Yes.
Josh Allen over under 154.5.
More.
I mean, they have to pass.
Yeah.
All right, let's fire.
They just pass.
Let's fire.
That's what they do.
Let's fire.
All right. So we just got in the second half Monkey Knife Fight bet. So click through, get that nice little 100% match up to $50. It's always nice to have a nice little bonus come championship Sunday. Roll that into the Super Bowl.
Little of this, little of that.
I like so far what I've seen out of this Bills offense. It's early. Ooh, Diggs took a little shot there from behind. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Man, I mean, this Monkey Knife Fight game, it's too easy.
Oh, it's pretty fun.
Probably got 6 of them.
Cousin Mush checking in the BettorView watch party chat.
Shout out to Cousin Mush.
He's up in the Northeast. Had to watch with a lot of hardcore Brady fans. That's not that fun.
Yeah.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
Oh, I mean, interesting. The defenses came to play.
Yeah, if you're a Bills fan, though, early on, their offensive line doing a good job blocking, giving Allen time. They're even running the ball a little bit. That's been effective early here.
Certainly think that if they're going to be able to run the ball, we're in business.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
I said we, by the way.
Yeah, we're a part of Bills Mafia.
I realized why the Packers lost. I didn't wear my Packers jersey today.
Must have been it. Josh Allen just seems to have nice command of the game. But again, I mean, Kansas City, that offense, that looked like it was ready to break out if Hill can hang on to that ball. Oh, and here we go. Josh Allen rushing yards. That's why we liked him in DraftKings.
Sean, what did I tell you before the game? Just wanted to let you know, go take the Josh Allen over. I think it was 38.5 or 40.
Nike 7 wants to know, what's the grub situation like tonight on Championship Sunday? Started off with some early donuts. Kramer, what's going on in the second half when we're not going to be broadcast?
No idea.
Wow.
I think
that is troubling.
There's some food being cooked. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's maybe a soup or a stew.
All right.
Feels like it's a cold day in Los Angeles. We had
chilly 55 degrees.
Sean, I don't know if you saw it, if it had already melted by the time you came up, but there was snow in the mountains behind the studio, which is, causes people to freak out, post pictures on Facebook, drive up into the mountains to go see it closer.
Yeah, we got a ton of rain here in LA.
Sean, so I'm working on this, but I've been given a tip that Josh Allen had corrective surgery to separate his eyes further apart. So yes. I don't know if he's no longer in the K metric. It could just be a little HGH. That's one of the reports.
That spaces you out pretty good.
Looked like a face mask. Uh-oh.
Well, you can't take a 30-yard sack, Josh Allen. That's what you cannot do.
This is Josh Allen being Josh Allen. This is the problem with betting.
The plus side, though, it creates opportunities for the passing yards because it counts against your team passing yards, but not individual passing yards. So I'm gonna look on the bright spot there with that 30-yard sack that Allen took. You just got to get rid of the ball.
All right, let's see here. Let's get another. While we have a little bit of time. God, they're so easy. All right, Sean. Let's play a different game. This game, you pick 3 people to score It's a touchdowns only game.
Okay.
Second half, give me. We'll combine forces here. You give me a Buffalo Bill.
All right.
Isaiah McKenzie.
Yeah. Only in the second half.
Only in the second half.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to throw in.
No, Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley.
A little more realistic. Get rid of it, Josh.
The rushing yards prop is going to hit so fast.
I think it may have already hit. It was something reasonable, wasn't it? Or am I crazy?
All right, I'll throw Clyde Edwards-Helaire with your Cole Beasley for the third guy. Let's just put Kelsey.
Let the audience pick.
Oh,
man.
all right. Who should we put in for the third guy here?
Throw in the chat who you want us to toss in. And that's a great thing about Monkey Knife Fight. You missed the first half window. Plenty of action in the second half. Click through the link here on BettorView Live in your upper right-hand corner and sign up, deposit, get that sweet bonus. Who are we going with our third guy, audience? You decide. Chiefs, Bills, doesn't matter. We'll ride with your pick.
Ride or die. I wonder, Sean, so far it's looking like, and we should get.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
What?
Wow.
Uh-oh, that's two. We're counting these because two big plays already for the Buffalo Bills. Bills
the horseshoe
Mafia.
is up their ass.
Strap in, baby.
Horrible break for Chiefs fans.
This team is just something special. I mean,
Look,
Hardman.
they really just have stuff going their way.
It's almost like this Kansas City team is hungover from the Super Bowl last year. It's finally catching up with them. I've been told multiple times that the water in Kansas City cures all hangovers. Maybe not today, Sean.
Ryan, first touchdown, live look. What do you guys got?
Wow. I have Dawson Knox. I got Isaiah McKenzie.
Josh Allen.
What do you guys
let's
got?
Go. Josh Allen. Let's go.
Oh, my goodness.
First and goal on the, what are we calling it, the 2?
It looks like it. So they couldn't advance the muff or whatever? That's that weird rule.
Yeah. Yep. So sitting on the
perfect though. Although I do have Bills defense in the DFS. That would have been a nice hit.
Bills first and goal at the 3-yard line. Interesting to see what they do here.
And this is going to break all of
I do feel like they're going to give it to Singletary.
This is going to break our potential over bet.
Nope.
Oh, Dawson Knox!
Oh!
Get it, baby!
Oh!
Let's go! Oh, sorry. Objectively, that was a great. Let's go!
Boom! The first touchdown.
What did I say? 18-1. I'm checking the
I think
ticket
it was
right now.
20-1.
I think it was 18-1. Holy Toledo!
Wow.
Oh, give me that! Put it in my blood right now. Inject. You know what? I'm just putting Dawson Knox in this touchdown thing. Screw you, Sean.
Yeah.
I don't care about the audience.
He's gonna get another
now.
one.
He's gonna get one in the second half too. Oh, Sean, my heart's racing. The sweat factor for today. All right, so next thing we got to pick. Oh, man, I can't even think right now. You have to pick. Are these three players going to score 1.5, 2.5, or 3.5? Set the line. I'm going to say, should we set it over 3.5?
Sorry, what is it?
1.5, 2.5, 3.5. That's the bar you have to hit with those three players: Cole Beasley, CEH, and Dawson Knox. If we go 3.5, it's 6-1. Let's do 1.5 at 2-1. I like that. Oh man, I'm really into this Monkey Knife Fight. Sean,
Yes.
just did it. Feeling great now. All the losses from the early game are gone. I've more than made up it with a Dawson Knox hit. God, man. Anyone else get with that with me? Anyone else? Anyone else feeling this good right now?
Let's go, baby.
Oh my God!
Oh, I'm so excited right now.
Great start. Cashing the first touchdown. What more could you ask?
Well, and it's this is the start for Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
You got to where you needed to be. You're up 10 now. You're in a situation where you can you're not driven into passing the ball every down, although you probably want to. And slowly we see it.
Yeah.
Someone's getting tight.
Go Bearcat saying he's going to pick up some Kansas City money line if it's positive plus 130 or above. It does feel like a decent chance to buy back on Kansas City. They had that drop from Tyreek Hill and then that muff punt right on their own 3-yard line. Kind of a worst case scenario for the Chiefs. I'd be interested to see what that number comes out at.
Well, I mean, it's go time. I think, we've seen the win probability almost flip, which tells me you're going to be able to get the Chiefs at a short dog right now. Yep. And, I don't know. Is it enough? They're down 10 points. I know this is one of those moments you look back, but maybe do we wait till the second half? Do we see how this goes for a little bit longer? Because that's not enough value to get me excited, to be honest with you, Sean. Plus 130.
Yeah, I mean down 10. I don't feel great about that. What is the live points? Because that could be more interesting to me.
The total is back to 56.5. So, the special teams kind of gave some free points here. The way the game's going, maybe even the angle here could potentially be under, right? Like that's what you're thinking. I think if you're thinking that, like, hey, that was too easy. It was a good opportunity. They only had to move the ball 2 yards. So maybe that's a bit of an over adjustment, but it really only went up, 4 points, 4 points at the touchdown. So
Nike 7 saying, F yeah, I've been riding with you all day, Kramer, Tunyon, props, and Dawson Knox. We've been all over Tunyon. Tunyons of Funyuns.
Tunyons of onions. Oh wow. Was I too excited to realize that they missed the extra point?
Yes, they missed the extra point. Wow, we totally tuned that out.
Did they show us that?
I'm sure they did.
I'm sorry. I was just seeing. Well, Sean, every once in a while I go big on a first touchdown prop.
Yes.
I threw down $100 on Dawson Knox at 18-1. So
there you go.
Let's go.
That's a nice swing.
Oh, it just feels so good. I'm super warmed up for the Super Bowl, Sean.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a ton of Super Bowl content. Starts with the post-game show right after this game ends, live on YouTube, youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Your calls via the Locker Room app. I'm sure we'll be reacting to the Super Bowl opening line.
Which, by the way, Sean, real quick, I have that data to talk about, but Chiefs would be -3 against the Bucks, and a Bills-Bucks game would be pick'em.
Wow.
Wow. I don't.
That's a home game for the Bucks, though. I wonder, they've never had to factor that in the Super Bowl spread before, and this is the first time ever.
Will that matter?
Yeah,
humidity bothers me, Sean. When I travel to Florida in the wintertime,
I feel like if you're the Chiefs, if you're the Bucks, Brady having a home game, I feel like that matters for a guy like Brady.
And it's looking early like the people that thought it might be a good idea to fade Kelsey. I don't know. Although he did look, he got up a little gimpy there, Sean.
Well, and yeah, Mahomes looked not 100%, but he's still throwing the ball very well. So that's good for Chiefs backers, and a nice completion to Kelsey there, almost another first down.
And it's not taking much to see this the live money line move all the way back down to plus 105 for the Chiefs. So obviously a lot of people thinking like go Bearcats and saying, let's go. Look at that. They get the ball right back to, is that Hardman there?
Yeah.
Get the confidence back.
Showing them we're not scared to let you touch the ball, kid. Even though I would be kind of scared to let him touch the ball at this point.
And it will be interesting to see if the Bills can keep Mahomes moving, because I can't imagine he wants to be scrambling around too much on that foot. It might only take if it's truly a toe injury, it might just take the wrong kind of plant to throw everything off.
Tyreek Hill sitting on 0 receiving yards, so not looking good for him in my DraftKings or Monkey Knife Fight.
It's early.
Yeah, I mean, Mahomes' foot looks okay. It looks like he's limping a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's impacting his ability to throw.
Jesus.
Kelsey is just eating.
I mean, again, the numbers suggested this could happen, but it also helps when the Bills just don't cover him.
Yeah, I don't know what their plan is, but they should put someone on him. And they did a good job with Mark Andrews last week, but not. And maybe they're just focusing on the receivers. I don't know what their strategy is here early.
I mean, maybe they're just saying, we'll let Kelsey beat us, but no one else. It seems like a bad strategy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would deploy that strategy.
He's the guy that can beat you.
Oh, well, I mean, and the Chiefs, by having those kind of two botched plays already, they put themselves in a real, I mean, they just can't be tight the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're making the margin small. Oh, and a drop by Kelsey.
That's like I'll give that a quarter. I'll give that a quarter of a play as Sean goes to refresh his beverage. Oh man, honestly, I'm still coming down off that first touchdown hit. There's nothing like an 18-1 Iggy to get things going. And when Sean gets back, we're gonna have to get back into this monkey. I just did a deposit while you guys weren't looking. Ran out of money there for a second, Sean. So I'm coming back in. Place your bets, please. I mean, if you're a Chiefs fan, you need to see one of those explosive plays.
And here we go. Hill on the board.
On cue, Tyreek Hill getting involved. And I'm curious. I do think that the Bills are going to have to keep getting Mahomes off the spot. Like, test that foot. You can see he's not putting a ton of weight on it. Test it.
Yeah, they haven't gotten any pressure on Mahomes so far.
And just a real quick update on the numbers, Sean. Kansas City back to the favorite, close to a pick 'em. I'm seeing the money line, even money. I'm seeing a little bit of like some Kansas City -2.5 with juice.
And another Kelsey completion. I mean, you can't be that surprised, right?
Yeah, just don't be ashamed. I mean, again, I got cute. I went the other way in DraftKings.
Yeah, I kind of took the Hill angle versus Kelsey, but early and he's just dominating.
He's just so open. I mean, I understand it. It kind of the style of defense they play lends the seams to be a little bit vulnerable, but don't you adjust a little bit when you're playing a guy who just destroyed a bunch of records?
Yeah,
he's clearly like he moved. This is his offense, and they're just not the same when he's not out there. So you got to work to take him out of the game.
Haven't seen anything from the KC running back so far.
I mean, I think with that carry, he's probably back to 0 yards. But, you know, again, this is just all about Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
It's been the Travis Kelce show. Is that explosive enough for you, Kramer? Go Bearcats wants to know.
I mean, it was a little bit explosive. I really think they also have the secondary attack will come from the running backs through the air.
Yeah, haven't seen that yet, but Bill's finally getting some pressure there, forcing an incomplete of Mahomes.
I mean, again, get him off the spot. He's not looking super strong, so Bill's getting home a little bit. And again, Kelce was open too. Wow, he just didn't take it. I mean, they're just dropping into that zone, and Kelce is just finding space. I really think they're going to need to adjust that if they want to win this game.
Yeah, covering Travis Kelce would recommend it. Huge third down for the Chiefs. You got
wow. Good tackle.
They stopped there. Fourth down. What do you do here?
I mean, you go for it. You have Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I just don't. And again, back to that conversation, like field goals aren't winning this game. So if they're kicking a field goal, I don't know if they're playing the right game. And is Andy Reid rocking a double mask there?
How is it attached to his head? That's unclear. I don't see a strap on it. Is it tied to his glasses?
Could be. I thought I saw something going around his head. Maybe it just goes around the ears. Straps to the ears.
Okay, see, taking the time out.
Got to talk it over. Maybe they bring in the fourth down quarterback, Chad Henne, to get the conversion.
Go Bearcat saying his biggest concern is the lack of movement from Mahomes. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's running around a bunch in the pocket there.
I mean, we saw it with not that it affected Brady's ability to win, but same thing. Got him off the spot. He was just ineffective. They just didn't do it enough. It's probably going to be the story here too. The difference is Josh Allen looks fine off the spot. I mean, you're going for this 100%, right? If you're agreed. Oh, is that Chad Henne back there? Nope. They left Mahomes in the
Ryan
game.
Basically the same play. Darrell Williams sighting Ryan.
Yeah, there you go.
Getting him going in the DraftKings.
Well, I mean, that was, it was probably the same play. They just, instead of going to Tyreek Hill, they went to Williams there. Swap spots. And Tony Romo's probably explaining right now how smart that play was, How wow, you can put Tyreek in the backfield and it just changes the whole look.
Opening things up for this Kansas City offense in the red zone. Need to get a touchdown. Need to keep the pedal to the metal. Oh, we're seeing Mahomes try to scramble a little bit. Checks it down to Tyreek. Man, that looked painful, though. Even that little bit of running we saw from Mahomes. But Buffalo's yet to take advantage of it.
Well, we've seen it though, like with toe injuries. It just one wrong step and maybe it throws it off. It's the right game plan. It's just Mahomes is good.
That he is, Ryan.
Hot take.
Oh, hot, 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 hot.
You know, I say a lot of mean things about Kansas City, but I will say Patrick Mahomes, he's a good quarterback.
There you go.
And I got to wonder, like with the Bucs in the Super Bowl, sports books have to have some serious liability. Like they were ridiculously juiced down because everyone was betting them.
Yeah.
I mean,
they are rooting for whoever's coming out of the AFC, right? Because
they got. I mean,
everyone. I feel like the public just tossed a couple bucks on.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
On them to win the Super Bowl, right?
Seems like a lot of people probably have that action.
Yeah.
And I think I would imagine a lot of people have Bucks Chiefs even. I mean, they're probably just begging for the Bills. Although so many people bet the Bills today, it's an interesting problem.
It's a good problem to have if you're a sports book, Ryan.
Printing money. All right, we got the money line looking like it's sitting squarely on even. So that's interesting, Sean. You know, I think we got to see. I think we got to see a little bit of a little bit more from Kansas City before I'm looking to buy them. But then again, I've also missed my opportunity to get them as a dog. I think.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things. Yeah, what do you do if you're
totals up to 57.5? I'm seeing like that's the angle where we haven't seen a ton of like offensive drives converted to points. We saw the quick turnaround, and if they don't score a touchdown here, do we maybe look to bet the under, Sean? Or is that just playing with fire?
I don't know. That's getting a little
because we're kind of on schedule with the points, maybe even a little above schedule with Kansas City knocking on the doorstep.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're a Chiefs backer, going for fourth, that was huge. Obviously, first quarter in the books. KC Schmidt saying, anyone know where you can get those oversized sideline coats? Those are pretty sweet.
We need some of those, Sean.
Yeah, although it's LA, so it never gets that cold. Not a huge issue.
I'm just saying for look. Kind of, I mean, I don't know what it is, but when Tom Brady rocks that, he looks like the bad guy from Street Fighter, you know?
Yeah.
Just looks like he looks like a nemesis that has to be dealt with, you know? You're like, you don't need to see my arms. I'm that powerful. You don't know. They might be crossed under here. I might be doing something else.
All kinds of crazy stuff going on.
Better meet city, Buffalo or Kansas City? Has to be Kansas City,
tough.
Right?
Well, yeah, because of the barbecue and stuff. I mean, I love wings, but other than that, yeah, I mean, there's so many different options of KC barbecue. It's hard not to side with them there, you know?
Yeah, overall, I mean, I probably eat wings more than I eat Kansas City barbecue, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Huge couple plays here. Oh, getting cute with the Kelsey shovel pass. He's just having a huge. Yeah, they love running that to the tight end. So they got the first and goal from the 3.
And if you have a Chiefs first touchdown prop just isolated to the team, that's still alive, Sean. So, but it's obviously chalk, right? It's Kelsey. Oh my God!
Ooh, forcing it to Kelsey there, and the Bills were all over that.
It's truly amazing how many targets.
But even that rollout, that looked painful for Patrick Mahomes. It just did.
Well, I think when you're rolling out, you're putting more weight on that front foot when you're driving the pass. So
I love how they call the play smoked sausage.
Why? Because Andy Reid thinks making smoked sausages is easy, just like this play.
Interesting to see. Chiefs haven't really got the running backs that involved. Ooh, Hardman with the touchdown. Chiefs on the board.
Interesting.
I wonder how many people had Hardman in DraftKings. I feel like probably not
Not a ton.
Super popular play.
Kind of feels like his like hype as like a potential blow up guy is way past. So can't imagine he's a very popular guy this week.
No.
And it's like it almost feels like they're going out of their way to get him involved after that muffed punt.
Yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they felt like his confidence.
I mean, that's a design. That's a design play for him to score a touchdown right there. So
yeah, get him some points. Get Patrick the passing touchdown.
Oh, still can't believe I hit that first touchdown, Sean. Feels so good.
Patrick Mahomes already 83 passing yards. Not looking great for my.
How many of those are to Kelsey?
Yeah, seems like a ton.
And that's an interesting one, Sean, because on our prop sheet, many people took the field versus Kelsey in the most receiving yards.
Yeah, how many? What were the receiving yards in the first game? Who was the leader there?
Let's pull it up. See where the winner is going to come from. Certainly not Aaron Jones. So the field is probably going to mop that one up. Aaron Jones only 27 yards, so the field's already got that one locked up. Valdez Scantling 115.
Wow.
Oh my God.
In a losing effort.
Godwin 110. So those are the big getters there. Adams only was 67 in the score, so still had the 9 catches. So those taking the crazy over 7.5 props still came home. Most of the props for the Bucks went over. Gronk, Miller, Evans, Godwin, all overs. Fournette actually an under. That was a popular one. A lot of people, we saw people throwing that out. The third, I think, what was it? 23, 27 receiving yards, something like that. He only had 19.
Yeah, didn't do a ton.
But he went over his rushing props.
I barely got my Jamal Williams over rushing yards. It was like 23 and it was 22.5. He had like 18 early. Casey Schmitty all over that touchdown, Kansas City. That's going to be huge here. What happens this drive right after? The Bills took advantage of the muff punt, only up 2 points here. What are you guys sweating out? Anyone have a first half? What are we looking at?
Well, and the timing of that scoring allowed the first quarter under to come in, so that's huge.
Yeah, and the fact they missed the extra point because it was probably at 10.
Yeah, there's a good chance that your book was offering a 10 there. So, and now, now we're back to a situation where could the odds start overcorrecting for the Chiefs? Looking okay, looking like they're back. They're hinting back to the start of the game odds, Sean. So I don't know if there's much to bet on there from a total perspective. I do think that we're sitting at 57.5. I feel like we've watched a game with not a lot of points.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, I guess because
16 points.
That muff punt kind of threw off the game flow a little bit.
And you're at 16 points with 3 full quarters basically left. So perhaps there's some value on the over. I don't know if I'm going to advise a buy right now, but
probably not a great price.
I'm seeing for places that offer live first half total, Sean. I'm seeing live Bills -1.5 live total. Live total at 30.5 for which that feels like something I would grab, right? We're at 17 already. There's always points at the end of the half.
Wait, so what is the live first half?
Total at 30.5. We're already at 17. That's 2 touchdowns. A full second quarter remains. You know what? I'm gonna. But I did just say it felt like a low scoring game. You know what? I'm gonna
go under actually.
Okay. We'll go opposite ways on this. I'm gonna take the over. I think there's gonna be some scoring here. I think these offenses are too good not to start figuring this out. And to only ask for 2 touchdowns.
Well, yeah, but you're right. But I think there's some long drives ahead. That 3-yard drive by the Bills really threw things off.
You're right. You're right. You are absolutely right.
I just want to see Cole Beasley succeed. Devin Singletary get involved in the passing game.
Not the worst play today. He's getting the volume I think we thought he was going to get last week. Let me pull up the game spread too, because I now it's starting to was that a punch, Sean? Do we there's no place
Things
in football
getting chippy.
for that. No place in football for that, Sean.
Oh, just the AFC Championship game. That's about it.
I do like how they're not throwing flags today.
That is nice.
I do appreciate. Oh,
Oh,
whoa,
wow.
wow! What is this, WWE? Total back down to 56 and a half now, Sean.
For the game. Oh, maybe they are going to give him a flag.
That's kind of a cheap one. This is football, after all.
It is. Let him play. They really let him play in that first game, and that's why that late PI was so dumb, because they had let them play the entire game, and then to call something like that.
Yeah, it just felt out of character for the refs. I mean, I understand there was some contact, but there was a lot of plays with contact. So, it's just weird to involve yourself on the last play of the game. It almost like maybe you had an investment. Maybe you had something personally on the line there. Maybe you got that Bills Super Bowl ticket. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got to look into this.
Something.
We got to ask Moonoff in the ref report to do a deep dive on that one.
The truth is out there. These refs, they're crooked.
I mean, it's happened before, Sean.
No, it is. Tim Donaghy. Never forget.
No, I mean, and he was doing it all the way.
Yeah. No, he bet and he gave inside information, but he never let it. He said he never let it impact the games he covered.
Sure. Yeah.
That's one of the funniest things anyone's ever said. I do like how the Bills are sticking with the run game. Haven't given that up. I think the balance helps them a little bit. Now,
kind of feels like it will matter,
Certainly pass heavy makes sense, but don't go crazy one-sided pass run.
I mean, I just don't get cute with it. Like, don't start doing it on 2nd and 8. Okay, cool. You showed him a running play. Now go back to Josh Allen doing his thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm a Bills fan, I definitely don't want to see Singletary get 20 carries.
No, but I think there's and what they're doing now. Oh my God, you got to catch that Singletary. So much room to run, wide open, falls down.
Oh, you know what? Next commercial, we're doing another monkey knife fight.
Yeah, fire it up, Ryan.
What do you feel like doing? A more or less?
Sure, I'm in. And yeah, plenty of second half action and monkey knife fight. Click through the link, get that free $50. Let's go, baby. Big third down here, middle of the field. Well, at least he got rid of the ball this time. Josh Allen.
I mean, whoever.
It's a big momentum swing for Kansas City.
Whoever listened to Go Bearcats and grabbed a little of that KC plus 130. It's a nice position to be sitting on.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see that again this game.
Them at plus odds, unlikely. Oh, wow. Oh, this is brutal. Even as a Bills backer.
No, it was intentional
grounding?
Wow.
I thought they were calling roughing the passer there for the second.
All right, we're going to do a 5X more or less, Sean, at the next break.
Okay.
You pick 3 instead of 2.
Yeah, I felt like he was outside the tackle box, no?
He didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh,
Honey
boy.
Badger's loving that.
I mean, things are normalizing.
Nature is healing.
Nature is healed, although a lot of tables need to be healed.
Yeah. Well, this will be a big stop for the Buffalo defense if they can get something.
Can you
going.
say that punter's name, Sean?
Boharaquez.
There you go.
I
was just gonna say Jamiroquai.
It's like that progressive commercial where they're trying to pronounce quinoa. Joaquin?
All right, Sean. Little 5X, more or less. We're going to make 3 selections. Patrick Mahomes, over, under. We already did this one. Let me find a different one. Make it more interesting.
Remember when Tom Cruise got coronavirus? Or Tom Hanks?
So long ago, huh?
Yeah.
That was the time he talked to
Everyone
the
thought
volleyball,
Tom
right?
Hanks was going to die.
He was talking to the volleyball. I remember that one.
Now the win probability sitting right at 50-50.
Well, Sean, they have a 15X, even though it has some of the same ones. We're going to do it. Patrick Mahomes over under for the passing yards in the second half. 159.5.
Less.
Josh Allen, 154.5.
More, because they're going to be playing from behind.
Diggs, 4.5 receptions.
Less. That's crazy. 5.5.
Travis Kelce, 49.5 yards.
More. He's been beasting.
Tyreek Hill, 3.5 receptions.
Less. 15-1. Let's go. Or no, what? Yeah, it is 15 to 1, right?
Yep. 5 wins, 75. Hello. Totally not a parlay.
Nope.
Let's go.
Oh my god!
Oh, I love
What are
it.
you guys sweating out? Anyone got any first half action?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to it a bit, huh? Like the first half spread was what, 2.5?
Yeah, sitting right on that number.
The first half total, I believe, was what, 27.5? 27, I think.
First half under is looking pretty good right now. And I'm glad. And well, you were trying to sell me on that live 30.5 over. So
Because
that
I think
that was a great
because-
drive for the under there.
because I think the score, it almost happened too quick. I think there's going to be I think there's still going to be 2 more scoring drives. Now, whether or not they're touchdowns, I guess that will be the difference. And the extra point seems a little hard to come by today.
Yeah, I mean that's hopefully that doesn't come back and haunt the Bills. That's gonna be huge.
I mean, really, remember when I hit the first touchdown?
Feels
right.
like so long ago, Ryan.
So, I mean, it also feels like we've had a lot more game than we've had. I mean, we've only been through 18 minutes of the game. Still a lot of time. I you know what, Sean? I'm gonna pull up the live number. All right, so we're back to a Kansas City, pretty juiced on the money line. So we're back to a healthy position there. The spread is 3. The total 55.5. The live first half total, Sean, down to 28.5, and the live spread Chiefs plus a half. Just Chiefs on that. I'm intrigued by that with the way things are going right now, but I'm just gonna sit pat with my over position. Also, some other fun ways to bet. Next Bills drive, will they score or not score?
Ooh, what's that at?
Score is plus 150. No score, minus 180.
I feel like they're due for a field goal next drive. Hardman getting involved, and oh my God, he's gone.
All right, someone's willing to. This is a milli maker right here.
Yeah, someone went big on Hardman. I never thought of putting him in my lineup, so
And
I don't feel bad about it.
It's keeping Mahomes' passing yardage total down because that was totally
really
not
is.
a cheap pass.
Thankfully, that wasn't that little shovel pass going forward.
Wow.
And this is why Andy Reid's so good. Drawing up the right play at the right time.
You know what? This is what we thought we might see from Isaiah McKenzie.
Yeah.
The angle was wrong. It was about the Mecole Hardman.
He's the small price big guy coming out huge.
I mean, they're just going to the other guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
Pringle.
Pringle was another guy in the same price point as TJ Yeldon in the showdown lineup format.
Go Bearcats, pointing out that play was explosive, Ryan.
It was explosive. I should have taken my own medicine. You were right. I could have had money lines going both ways. That's what they call a plus EV situation. But
Hey, I'm just looking forward to the weekend's live halftime performance. Enjoying
me
a nice
too.
Pepsi. Him
You
playing
too?
that one song.
Yeah, really unclear as to how he got this deal.
I mean, it's a record company. I like to see Darrell Williams getting involved.
I mean,
Got
it's
him
not
in some DFS.
not that long ago when Bruce Springs, a proper artist, was up there.
They didn't like, he did that sliding thing right into the camera. That was a little too suggestive for the conservative Super Bowl audience, right?
Yeah, basically Janet Jackson taking her tit out. I mean, Jesus.
That's when the world lost its mind.
So will we be doing a little heads tails action to start the Super Bowl this year, Sean?
What do you mean?
I assume you're on heads.
Yeah, I mean, heads is always
Kind of a heads guy.
Yeah, heads is the way to go in the Super Bowl coin toss.
I'm just thinking about things in the future we're going to bet on. So I figured,
Even
Kelce,
hobbled
easy money.
Mahomes is just getting it done.
I mean, Kelce. Let's see, he's now what, 6 catches?
Yeah, I mean, if you took on any unders on Kelce, you're in danger.
And it's just more. This game is like maybe the stamp on the Kelce was the obvious chalk for a reason in FFPC because he's getting 1.5 points for everyone every time he touches the ball. Yeah, 6 for 55. So still a little bit to go with the yardage, but well on his way with the catch prop.
Darrell Williams touchdown. Give it to him.
They got it. There you
Yes,
go,
let's
Sean.
go, baby. That's what I
Oh.
needed.
I got the wrong running back.
Yeah, CH. He's not the guy, Ryan. Come on, you knew that.
I mean, it's nice to hear you tout after the fact, but yeah, you are speaking to the first touchdown prop winner for this game.
I wonder if he was down. Oh no, I think he got
that's
it.
a touchdown. I couldn't see his other leg. This will be a good. Oh no, he was down.
No, but he had it already extended. I think, right?
He's down right there.
Yeah, and it's over.
Oh, that's
No, when they showed
they
the
called it
other
a
side,
touchdown. They're not overturning it. It's a touchdown. What's fun is that Hardman is only 6 yards away from being the leading rusher today.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, because I'm sure he wasn't listed on any of those props.
Fournette had 55. Hardman has 50. And just like that, Sean, my over is looking pretty nice. Pretty nice, because now Josh Allen has to activate. It's go time.
Josh Allen activation. Let's go, Joshy.
Man,
Well, you need 8 points though, Ryan. That's the problem. Well, maybe the Bills go for 2 to hit your first half over at 30.5.
where are we at right now? 23?
23.
Oh, you're right. I need 8.
I don't think they would.
There's always the field goal at the end of the half.
It's true. And 9:35. We'll see how long this drive is.
A lot of time left, Sean.
Win probability for the Chiefs up to 71.1%.
Live number, Chiefs minus 5.5. What do you think? Bills plus, you can get Bills plus 5.5. 60.5 is the total. Bills live money line, Sean, 2-1. You getting any of that?
Jake Paquin checking in. I think he had what did you hit, Jake? I see him in the chat.
Is he touting? Tout.
Threw out $6,000. I know he was talking about taking his sportsbook bonus and putting it on like some crazy like correlated first touchdowns.
Oh,
or maybe a Darrell Williams anytime touchdown.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what he ended up betting, but would love to know what he hit.
I am a big fan of winners. So if anyone else has winners they want to share,
yeah.
I'm riding high right now.
We don't shame people for touting their winnings here.
Yeah, let it all hang out.
Or bitching about your losses.
I'm a little I would start to look into this Bills money line situation. I kind of think maybe I wait till the half to do it because, again, Kansas City starts with the ball second half. That's a little concerning to me, but, I don't think we've seen too much from either. The Chiefs certainly have moved the ball more on offense, and they don't seem to have an answer for Travis Kelce. So maybe we wait. You're not buying this 2-1, Sean?
Bills are plus 200 right now?
Are you buying a Bills 2-1 money line?
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
I don't know. It seems a little high, right? They're only down 5. They've been able to move the ball to a certain degree.
Well, the win probability being at 26% is going to suggest closer to a 4-1, Sean, shockingly.
Oh, so not a good price.
Sorry, 3-1. So not a horrible price, but it should be steeper. And we're seeing the money line in the room at 210 now.
Jake parlayed Tunyon anytime and Williams anytime touchdown.
Oh, my God.
And go Bearcats. He is saying he is not hedging.
Shout out to Jake Paquin. It's a true D-Gen's only move.
Hashtag Degens only.
Parlaying anytime touchdowns. Love it. Let's go, baby.
Anytime touchdowns for a G. Come on.
It's gangster. Yeah, if you get that bonus, what are you going to do? Let it sit on a minus 110 bet or let it ride?
That's like combining 50 hands of blackjack into one. It's perfect. Wow. A lot of people in the stands in Kansas City.
Yep. No, they're spaced out.
Yeah, I think the rule in Kansas City is you got to leave a brisket between you.
It's 2 Andy Reeds between each group of
2 Andy
fans.
Reeds. Wow. What do you think the diameter is of an Andy Reid?
Yep.
3 feet?
Yeah, that's what I was doing the math on. That'll give you a good 6 foot. They should just have Andy Reid spacers, like cardboard cutouts in the stands.
I mean, when I was off the grid in Arizona, definitely saw some signs that said you got to keep a cow between you. So, it's about adjusting to your environment.
Huge spot here for the Bills offense. Got to get it going. And I feel like the Bills' offense playing pretty decent. Their offensive line holding up okay.
How many first downs have they got? I kind of think they haven't gotten a ton of first downs that weren't penalties.
Maybe I'm crazy, but oh no! Wow,
I think
huge break for the Bills there.
Josh Allen
Should have been picked for KC, and that could have been a game changer right there.
Someone needs to bring in Josh Allen 2.0.
Yeah, they need to rerun him through the K metric line because that is a old Josh. That's a Josh Allen 1.0 mistake right there.
I'm
Just
tweeting
get
that
it to
out.
Beasley. He's right there.
I mean, at Gambling Podcast, you can see it in the bottom right. Just tweeted it out. This is definitely Josh Allen 1.0. I made mention of the potential corrective surgery to get his eyes separated and not be violating the K metric. He's certainly looking like the guy who doesn't pass the K metric test.
Yeah, the throws like that.
I mean, it's just the stuff where he takes away his team's opportunity to win. It's not about like Josh Allen can win games, but he can also give them away. And right now he's playing like he doesn't want it, which, you know, the narrative of Josh Allen not having enough to take down Patrick Mahomes doesn't sound that far-fetched.
So if Chiefs win, there you said they were going to be -3 against the Bucks.
Yep. What are you taking there?
I don't know. To think about it.
Well, it's a difficult situation. I got to take the Chiefs, right?
If they pull this off, they do seem like they're just locked in.
I can't.
But I mean, that Tampa defense and the fact that they're playing in Tampa, that can't be overlooked right now.
I should take Tampa.
Wow. Josh Allen's rattled. The hell, Josh? Come on.
This game might be over.
It's not looking good, Ryan.
I do still like my over. I like there to be 2 more scores, hopefully. But I mean, like set your feet. Like get back to the fundamentals. You're getting the yips here.
He is.
And Patrick Mahomes is just doing his thing. And right now, this is a big stop, big drive for the Bills defense. We could be seeing another explosive play for the Chiefs.
What is he calling back? Did you say he wasn't explosive, and that's what everyone's?
I assume I made some comment, or it could be that I said we were looking for an explosive play. So,
oh, okay.
Lot of things could be going on.
Just go back to Steph Diggs. That really gets their offense going. I know it's just kind of obvious, but just lay into the Steph Diggs angle. He's awesome. What more do you need to think about?
Oh, and perhaps that's what's going on here. Perhaps that's why the offense isn't going. They're just not getting him involved.
Yeah, and maybe they're rolling coverage, but there was definitely opportunities to find him early, I thought.
Yeah. You know, they can't – the way the gambling gods work, you can't let me have the Dawson Knox first touchdown, then also just have it easy. This is going to take some hard work today, Sean.
It's going to take a little sweat. Time to roll up our sleeves in the second half.
No. So should we do another more or less? Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Fire it up.
Let's see if I can find something different. Oh, man. What's going on here? All right. A little second half action. Let's see. We already did one of these. What else do we have here? All right. Let's see. I just want some different selections, you know.
Kramer firing up the monkey knife fight. Plenty of opportunities. Get in second half stuff. Click through that link. Get that free $50. 100% deposit match up to $50. Let's go, baby. Scott Bowser checking in. Pick 6 loading. He can fumble. Let's go.
It does feel like we need a little pick 6. All right, let's do what's this? Go long. We're gonna pick 3 players for receiving yards.
Okay,
Who you want to throw in?
What
Receiving yards, 3 players we got to start with, and then we set a total for ourselves.
Oh wow. Okay. In the second half.
I mean, do we throw in Diggs? We
Sure.
were just talking
Diggs.
about him. Who do we like for the Chiefs? Feels like we should throw a Chief in. You want to do a Tyreek Hill?
Yeah,
big
sure.
play. I know you don't want to throw. And then a Cole Beasley.
Yeah. What's that?
All right, so we can set it at 154.5. We can set it at 168.5, or we can set it at 182.5.
168.
Well, that's going to pay 3x. Let's do it. And yeah, I mean,
Hashtag Legends only.
it's that easy.
Yeah.
Literally just watched me do it. It's as easy as Andy Reid getting that thing on his face. You think there's a guy on the
mask
team
is
that puts
so-
the mask on his face?
I hope not. That's going to be a tough job.
There's no way he actually puts the mask on his face.
He is just labored running, but
And I don't know if
doesn't
you
seem
noticed
to-
that, Sean.
doesn't seem to impact his throws. I mean, Pringle should have had that.
He very much did not step into that. That
No.
was an interesting one.
But
So,
he's still pretty accurate, even on 1 foot. So kudos to Mahomes.
man, a lot of teams didn't draft Pat. I mean, the Bears took Mitchell Trubisky over Patrick Mahomes. Never forget. All right, so if, Bills. I mean, how do you think Bills Mafia is feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, not amazing because I think you're less worried about the score and just more about
The fact
Josh
that they
Allen
can't
looks
stop.
a little shook.
The fact that they can't stop Travis Kelce.
Ooh, that ain't it, Chief saying he's got a monkey knife up bet for the second half. It's one of the more or less ones.
Oh, nice. Let's go. Share it with us. And I mean,
Go Bearcat saying we're due for a Josh Allen interception. Yeah, I mean, certainly
Kinda
that
hard.
one ricocheted right off his hands.
he's trying his best to
For the
get rid of
Chiefs
it.
ends.
I can't believe I didn't play Kelce in the Millie Maker.
Yeah, maybe I just got cute. Sometimes you just can't avoid the chalk on a small slate like this. CEH getting enough for the first down.
I just didn't expect the Bills to not even try to stop him. And you're just if you look at the win probability graph in the top left, Sean, it's just
Slipping away from the Bills. Need to get a stop or at least hold them to a field goal here in the first half. Keep it a 1-score game in the first half, and I think they're in a decent spot. If they let it get to 2 scores, I'm worried. I'm worried about Joshy and the guys.
I mean, this is a team. They're gonna have some fight in them, but they only have so much. They can only fight so hard.
Mahomes, they're still rolling him out, even though he clearly is just his foot is bothering him.
He's managing to steer clear of those hits afterwards, which is probably a good thing. But
No, he's doing a great job playing through it, but still, it's crazy.
and we're seeing the money line now stretch up a little closer to where the probability suggests it should be at. Win probability has them right around 25%, which would imply 3-1. Seeing 270 on the screen right now, Sean. Seeing 7.5 live as well. Well, at what point are you grabbing that?
7.5.
Because we know Josh Allen knows how to find the back door.
Yeah.
It is Andy Reid.
I think if it gets 10 plus more, or if it's over 2 double-digit points wise, I think there is some value there for the Bills.
So you're looking at 10.5 is the point you grab it?
Yep. That ain't it, Chief saying Mahomes under 159.5 passing yards and Diggs over 48.5 receiving yards.
Well, I think he's
Feel
playing.
like we're on similar sides here.
He's playing the Chiefs are going to have to hold the lead while the Bills are going to be coming back. So I get that.
Solid angle.
I get that. I do like it. I like the correlation you can do with these second half games too.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I wonder how long they keep them up, honestly.
Oh my God. That was a great chance for the Bills to get off the field. Instead, Mahomes does enough to avoid the pressure, chuck it to Kelce and get the first down.
And they're still up. They're still up, Sean.
Look at
so.
that. I mean, how does he not get tackled there?
Honestly, here's the problem with this defense. They're playing this bullshit zone and they're letting Kelce find, but you can't do this with Mahomes and Kelce.
No.
Like some guys, you got to maybe throw a little man coverage, like drop a safety, do something different.
They need to put Milano
too
on
easy.
Kelce and not have him blitz.
I think him not doing that is maybe an indication they don't believe they can cover him.
Oh, now they're getting some pressure. And now they find Tyreek Hill. Oh, Jesus. Well, it's good for all the Tyreek Hill over receiving yard stuff I got cooking, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, it's tempting to suggest that maybe we were just not on the right sides today, Sean. Maybe we got too cute.
Small sample size, a couple games.
I mean, look, I think, coming back to the KC Tampa Bay, I think it's probably going to sit at 3 for a lot of the week, right? Like, I don't. You think it's going to come off 3? It gets bet either way, right? or like you said, it is a home game for Tampa, so there is that. But I think it's still Kansas City -3. I think it sticks at that.
Hard not to like Kansas City with what they're doing to this Bills team right now. Now Kelsey did hit the pylon's knocked down, but they're calling him out just short.
Jesus, Kelsey's having a game.
Yeah, he really is.
I mean, this is the ultimate in like, oh, you're a dummy. You didn't play Travis Kelsey.
Well, I mean, like 80% of the people had them in their lineups. Oh, so he did. His foot did hit out of bounds before he knocked.
Could we be seeing a second Darrell Williams touchdown?
God, I hope so. But I mean, I don't have Travis Kelsey, so it's all. Yeah, I feel like it's all for naught, regardless.
I don't know. I mean, Tunyon wasn't horrible, right? Like Tunyon, if that's who you played, I believe, right? If you played Tunyon, I think you're okay. He scored a touchdown at least, as long as you deployed those dollars elsewhere correctly. And I think if it's Hill, you need Hill to do a little bit more. But if you're comparing them, let's see. So we got Kelsey at 9 for 92. We have Hill 3 for 52. So it's not as crazy as you'd think. It's still a big play, a big touchdown, a different. But yeah, it's 9 for 9. I mean, that's a half. Andy Reid's challenging this. Andy Reid's the worst. Who told him to challenge?
Yeah,
this?
that's a horrific challenge.
What? Maybe he's just doing it to troll people. Like, even if I fuck this up, I'm still going to win the game. Oh, wow. Shout out to Go Bearcats. He's sitting on a 24-1 Bucks Super Bowl ticket. That's nice.
Bucks Super Bowl ticket? Oh, to win it all?
24-1?
Wow.
Yes, please.
It's a nice price.
So if you have one of those tickets, you're almost certainly going to be betting Chiefs -3, right? Maybe just the money line. Don't overthink it.
Yeah. That's okay to hedge there.
All
it's
right.
24-1.
And now we're getting closer and closer to a situation, right? Bills plus enough points becomes very valuable.
Yeah, and maybe you bet it after this score, which
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Oh, fuck you.
Wow, it's not Darrell Williams. That helps me. I still don't have Travis Kelsey, but all right. Well, Sean, I'm gonna need a point. Can the Bills get me a point to get me over?
I mean, maybe they get a field
half?
goal. I would be interested to see what the live Bills plus points are, because this is where it gets interesting, because you can bet it. They're down 12, and it feels like maybe they get a field goal before the end of the half.
Well, this is where we start projecting. What do we think the half's going to be?
Yeah.
What do we think the first half or the second half number is going to be, total wise and spread wise? If nothing changes, what's the spread?
Yeah.
Is it Kansas City -0.5? Do they give the Bills some love?
I think they realize the Bills will come back to some degree. I mean, it was a 3-point spread.
And I think on our board here over at BettorView Live, plus 450 on the money line. So it's certainly north of 10. Are you going to grab that? I'm looking to find an actual spread.
10?
I'm just based on the 11. I'm seeing an 11.5. Bills plus
11.5 feels good, honestly.
It's a 12-point game right now. So in some ways that could be an over adjustment, but we really haven't seen the Bills offense get going. Maybe they rip up those running plays they were trying to run. And they just go, go back to Josh Allen 2.0. To me, so this implies Bills -0.5 for the second half number. If nothing changes, they do have an opportunity to score here. Obviously, this is probably a situation where if you like the Bills, you take it now, because I don't think it gets better if they score, obviously. And if you're a Chiefs backer, you probably go the other way, because if they hold them here, the Chiefs start with the ball. They're almost certainly going to be better than that or worse than that later. So, and I'm seeing plus 450, plus 425. At what point do you grab that, John?
Yeah, I at that,
or do you just play the points? And just, maybe you already have a little money line action. Now you're just looking to dig out of your grave with a little backdoor action. I'm kind of tempted to hold here. I don't know if me thinking the Bills can score is anything more than being a fan. So I'm gonna hold.
I just got down Bills plus 11.5, Ryan.
Okay, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
That's okay. 61.5 is the live total. So that's right at what are we looking at? We're at 30. So 31.5 for the second half total. That does feel a bit high. I do wonder how much, if the Chiefs are up, does that help the total be more because the Bills get even more aggressive? I would think so, maybe a little bit. That does still feel like an achievable number. I mean, you saw how quickly they were able to score those 2 touchdowns.
James Corden. He's got an AFC Championship show. Guy loves him some NFL.
Not a Super Bowl show?
National Football League. Well, I don't think CBS has the Super Bowl. Who has the Super Bowl?
It's not NBC. So it's got to be Fox? All right, here we go. CBS. It is on CBS. That means we got to do another Tony Romo Super Bowl, Sean. Something to look forward to.
Romo.
Wow, I am starting to like. We're in that position. Like, what are Bills fans? If there's any Bills fans in here, I doubt there are. There's too much going on. And if there was, like, what are they doing right here to mix up the mojo? Are you going to the jersey change already? You've probably already.
I think so.
Maybe have you switched off of a Josh? If you're wearing Josh Allen, are you off of Josh Allen?
Well, you had so much mojo early, and then I feel like you gotta switch something up. My man Cole Beasley getting loose. Beasley does it.
You know what? I'm not betting the under in this game. I'm taking the second half over. I think there's going to be fireworks.
Yeah. No, that's probably the way to go.
Spags. You know, there is that story if it's Chiefs versus Brady and the Bucks. Spags has once before taken down Mr. Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Did it when they were undefeated, Sean. I don't know if you remember that game.
I do.
Little known quarterback,
Vaguely.
Eli Manning. Justin Tuck, big 2-sack fumble recovery game.
I won a Super Bowl square.
I'll tell you what, right now Spags is confusing Josh Allen. He does not know what to do.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's watching the TV to figure out what he did wrong. They're in trouble.
He's just rattled.
They're in trouble. I think you can get a better price later.
Yeah. Although I'm Bills plus 11.5. I'm in deep. Let's go, baby. Wagon circling time.
You're seeing the probability all the way up to 85% for the Chiefs, Sean. That's pretty remarkable. Still 4 minutes left. Still a lot of time left.
There you go.
I don't care about Dawson Knox anymore. He already got me paid.
You already used him. Moved on.
You know, that's not totally true. I do have a little dart throw with him in the lineup.
Go Bearcats saying, hopefully Nickelodeon. That's right. It's the Super Bowl. That was a pretty fun. Their little broadcast. I like that.
So I will say, like, my youngest one felt that she enjoyed how it was more geared towards kids, but she did find the over analysis annoying because she already understood how, like, she didn't need that girl screaming about how the punt was going.
Oh
really
my
high
God, a punch.
She goes, what? She didn't know what a punt looked like? Come on.
Oh my god!
Not buying it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard finding that sweet spot for the kids.
Just wanted to pull up my showdown lineup, Sean, see how things are going. Because I did put Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the captain's seat.
Ooh.
So we'll see. And I do have it right now. It's really Diggs that's letting me down.
Yeah, he's been quiet. They need to get him involved, and maybe they do. They've certainly done that before, like in that Pittsburgh game where they just decided to say fuck it and give it to Diggs a million times. Wouldn't be surprised if that's their move come second half.
Just checking out the monkey knife fight situation. Also checking out some flash draft situations. There's also this element of like, goddamn, like if Andy Reid can go back-to-back years with a team, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and in the way that Belichick is just looking like complete dog shit with this quarterback finally leaving and him not having an answer.
Yeah, I mean, and Andy Reid's done it with a bunch of quarterbacks. I mean, McNabb, even Alex Smith had some good times. Wow, what a play and throw, or what a run and throw by Allen, getting it to Yeldon down the field.
I mean, that could be what locks up me getting. I mean, will they even kick a field goal here, Sean? Is there a potential that they don't even go after a field goal?
I don't know. Why would they not go for a field goal?
Well, meaning like let's say they got stopped on a 4th down. Are they kicking a field goal? Or are they going for a touchdown? Like they can't. I don't think they can kick too many more field goals.
Yeah, that's true. Who called the timeout? Kansas City. Couldn't handle the Yeldon play. Wow, Patrick Mahomes, 173
already.
Jesus, what was I thinking going under? Well, maybe they'll run the ball a lot in the second half. Allen, though, 95, not a bad start.
Diggs has to have a start to do something, right?
Yeah, he's been so quiet, and that's what they've always done. Anytime they've had trouble, they just lean on Diggs.
It's just odd to me to see the Chiefs completely take him out. Like clearly, Allen's confused. Like something's going on out there. Oh, Sean, I have a chance to stack Allen at 1.5 times or Diggs at 2 times in a flash draft. Which one are you doing? Third quarter. Let's go Diggs. And TJ Yeldon, he's an interesting guy now. Maybe if you're looking into the second half market for touchdown props, he's getting a lot of usage out here in the passing game.
Here you go, Allen. Josh Allen doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen just took over play calling duties.
He's gonna start running the ball.
All right, option right.
If they get a touchdown here, that'll be huge. Then I feel like they're right back in this thing.
Yeah, and I can't imagine we're seeing a plus. Too many windows open. I can't imagine we're going to see a plus 11.5 anymore. The money line's already dipped below plus 8.5 now. The number, Sean. So
yeah,
you're the greenies are sitting on 3 points of action.
Yeah, I mean, even if they get a field goal here, you still feel like that plus 11.5 is decent value there.
I mean, that's a decent amount of key value getting across, and now it's down to 7.5 in front of my face.
Wow.
So you're cutting through. I think 8 is still a key number, key-ish, and 10 is certainly still a key number. So you're sitting nice, especially if they can convert a touchdown here. That was my angle, Sean. I thought the Bills defense could convert the Chiefs into some field goals, and it's been quite the opposite.
No, it really has been, and I thought they would be able to slow them down a little bit, but it's just been easy, predictable shit for the Chiefs and Kelsey.
All right. I do love those commercials.
Progressive commercials solid.
It's just so on point. Just speaks to me.
Just because it's Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan is guilty of the progressive old guy move where he sits down and just goes,
honestly, it feels like it's something. Maybe I'm just trying to make sure the kids understand how hard I work. So anytime I sit down, they have to hear it.
Yeah, but you do it with just me in the studio. But maybe it becomes programmed yourself.
It becomes a habit. And then just everyone has to hear about it. Oh, God, I'm just sore. Feel swollen. Had a lot of salty food yesterday.
Dad's doing so much for us.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, you see this roof? It's beautiful.
Fantasy Pick'em, free $50 deposit match, all monkey knife fight. Plenty of second half action. Just click that link. Instant deposit match up to $50.
Haven't really been paying attention, Sean, but how many contests do you think I'm in for the second half?
Oh my God!
Over under
monkey knife fight 6.
Yeah, I'm in 6. I don't remember doing 6. I'm in 6. How are you doing in the first half one or the full game ones? You feel you hitting anything? You on your way?
Well, my Mahomes less, Allen over, passing yards not great. Hill over 80.5. Brown less than 58.5. That feels really good.
I think you were also on a Diggs versus Kelsey prop. That's
Diggs versus Kelsey. Those ones are looking like trash. So
And honestly, like Kelsey's on his way to blowing that prop off our card.
Oh yeah,
Where he looks like he's going to take down the field.
Kelsey versus the field.
He's only, I think, 20 yards away from hitting that. So, what do you want to see here, Sean?
Cole Beasley touchdown, but that's what I always want to see.
To me, this is a Josh Allen runs it in. Huge emotional spark moment.
Yeah, him running does seem to spark the offense.
He's just a badass. Like I think there is an element of just Josh Allen's because he's a badass, but man, they are confusing the shit out of him.
Yeah, the stuff they're scheming open, these rollouts, it's just not there. They're normally there. He does look a little rattled, Ryan. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think he just gets confused when he looks at his zone.
When he looks at his own what?
I think when he just looks at his zone, he can't.
Zone. I think so.
But it kind of looks like they're just manning up.
Yeah,
and that's interesting because I would think if you're getting man coverage on Diggs, you're going there every time.
Oh, he had a little window there. I was afraid to pull the trigger.
If like right now, sure, perhaps there might be some coverage help, but it does not look that way. Go to Diggs.
Yeah, he's 1-on-1. You just got to get him the ball. John Brown with his first catch of the game, getting a 3rd and short.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like the coordinator's getting cute and just not highlighting the fact that he should just.
I will be bummed. I do want to see the Bills in the Super Bowl, Ryan. Just as a fan of football, fan of Buffalo, fan of my Super Bowl predictions preseason, I do want to see them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I guess in a weird way, like maybe it's better. Maybe it's better if the Bills don't get there this year. It's a lot of emotion in 1 year. Well, they finally won the division.
Nah, they can handle it.
Fucking Tom, then they're gonna have to see Tom Brady again, like that. I don't know.
Oh, that's great. That is the storylines for the Bills getting there. Are, I mean,
that's maybe
Chiefs,
the most interesting, right?
Yeah, Chiefs getting back there. Certainly, the back-to-back stuff's interesting, but as just Bills versus the old, they can't. Finally, Brady's out of the division, and he pops his head up in the Super Bowl. That's a great storyline.
I mean, yeah, just for them to, they finally get past Brady because Brady's not there anymore, and then he shows up to bite them in the ass in the Super Bowl. That's the part I'm scared about. Leslie Frazier was the defensive coordinator for the Bucs. I mean, lot of interesting entanglement between the Bucs and the Bills, Sean. Two historically bad franchises who are rising their heads up.
Yeah, and Bucs first team to ever have a home Super Bowl. That's interesting.
It is. It will be interesting if that matters. I mean, we'll have to look into the weather. I do think if it's going to be like a randomly high humidity game, that will matter.
Yeah,
and also,
we talk about it all the time.
The cannons, the pirate.
Will
cannons.
they be allowed to fire the cannons?
The AFC team maybe not used to the cannons. Maybe maybe throw Josh Allen off. I don't know.
Well, if he gets there, it's looking like KC right now. But again, Bills get a touchdown here. They are live dogs, Kramer.
And again, like look into that live number. Like it's going to get very interesting because I think so much changes with what the second half number is right here.
Yeah, seriously. Getting the running game going. That's a good sign for Buffalo. And they're doing the smart thing by bleeding the clock. You don't want to give Patrick Mahomes the ball back, give him a 2-minute drill before half.
Singletary already discarded, it seems. It's all about Yeldon.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. But this is huge, too, because Kansas City starts with the ball.
No, yeah, you don't want to give them any chances to get bonus points.
No.
I mean, State Farm is just not even close to the progressive game for the commercials.
I have the Mahomes haircut on the sides. It's just not the top. Can't grow that out.
Not everyone can grow hair like that. Like that's the part of this commercial.
It's cool ass hair. Unclear if the State Farm guy, did he have the Mahomes haircut or is that just his natural cool guy haircut?
That's cool. I don't know.
Unclear.
Good question.
All the other guys were getting Mahomes haircuts, but I feel like the State Farm guy's haircut is pretty similar.
What's a Bills Mafia haircut, you think? Just a mullet?
Just like
definitely party in the back.
No, they got to definitely. I thought I saw maybe it was a tattoo, but like the Buffalo thing razored into the side of their head.
Minshew's mullet.
No,
God bless.
I was looking at Knox, not there. What are you doing, Allen? You got to throw it out of bounds. Did he run out of bounds? I mean, I guess they're going to throw on third down again, but it
1.0.
You can't lose yardage there. Oh, maybe they gave him the pass. I don't know. It's unclear. Again, make sure you tune into the post-game show, taking your calls via the Locker Room app. Download the Locker Room app, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/locker room. Or no, sorry, sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Just click the Locker Room banner. And yeah, we'll be live on YouTube right after the game. Early thoughts on the Super Bowl, recap the conference championships.
I think he was that's an incomplete pass, Sean.
I think so.
I think he was
I don't know if they're going to bother reviewing it.
They are.
No,
I think that's what's happening. He was off the ground. That might actually matter, especially with his
few
legs.
yards, especially if they're going for it.
Yeah, and I'm going to be real intrigued to see what they. I mean, I just don't see any version where they assuming Kansas City holds this out. I don't see how you don't open it at 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if Kansas City ends up closing this out strong, but again, it's Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I could see people talking themselves into it.
Well, especially because they are now the 5th team, Sean, 5th team in Super Bowl or in NFL history to go on the road 3 straight times in the NFL playoffs and then play for a Super Bowl.
Who was the other one, Ryan?
80. Well, I'll go in order, Sean. Thank you for asking. 85 Patriots,
Yeah.
2005 Steelers,
2005
Steelers, who I believe won. The Giants of 2007, who beat Tom Brady, and then Aaron Rodgers in the 2010 Packers.
Oh yeah, the only one he's won.
So
does this impact Rodgers' legacy?
Yes.
These conference championship games. It's got to impact a little bit, right?
At some point, you got to win. You got to win a game, and I don't know. You know, maybe I don't know. For someone who hates Aaron Rodgers,
I mean,
you could argue like, oh, he didn't even fight for the chance to win the game. Like this is the perfect out for Aaron Rodgers. He can blame the coaches. Blah blah blah. But at some point, you got to get it done.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if the Eagles pull out that Super Bowl against the Patriots that first time, he's in there in similar, range as Donovan McNabb. Oh, I'm serious. Similar number of championship games they hosted and, didn't get it done. I mean, Rodgers does have that one Super Bowl, though.
You have to measure someone against their contemporaries, and he has less rings than Eli.
Yeah.
Period. Tough to get in the Hall of Fame with less rings than Eli. There might be a couple who get in.
Nick Foles, he deserves to be in.
Phillip Rivers. Does he deserve to get in?
Phillip will probably get in. People like Phillip Rivers.
Does Big Ben deserve to get in?
Yeah, he's got 2 touchdowns.
He's got two Super Bowl rings.
Won a shitload of games.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers. He'll certainly. He's like a notch above Dan Marino. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, what are we calling a legal shift? Let's go. Come on. Close this half out strong, Buffalo.
I'm looking to get down on the second half. They need to get their shit together.
Third and goal. Joshy Allen. Oh, he completes it. Doesn't get much with Knox. What do you do, Ryan? You go for it or no?
Yeah, I mean, I have the over on the point. So, yeah, I would say go for it. You cut it to 1 score.
Oh, go for the touchdown.
No, go for the field goal.
Oh. Well, usually when people say go for it, they mean the touchdown.
I'm saying go. Oh, yes.
Kick the field goal. Wow, this is good for your over 30.5.
You're cutting it to 1 score. I don't.
No, 9 points is still 2 scores. But
oh, you're right. I can't do math. This is a horrible decision, then. This is great for people who bet the first half over, but you're not playing to win the game. Herm would be disappointed in this decision.
Yeah, 12-9.
You're on the road. 3? You get the ball second starting. You've had no answer for their offense, really.
Yeah. Little soft. Would have liked to see him go for it there.
I don't love that play. I mean, look, I just cashed the ticket. I love it, but I don't love that play for Bills Mafia. I'm sorry. All right, Sean.
All right, closing it out. Make sure you subscribe to the Sports Gambling Podcast. Leave us a 5-star review. And tune in to the post-game show, youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Going live there, taking your calls on the Locker Room app.
We'll have a live instant reaction to Sean cashing his plus 11.5 in game.
Hopefully. I mean, still a lot to go. And it'll be nice that we'll be able to watch the game, Ryan, so we can hear special teams specialist Jay Feely and his insights.
Well, it is good to know. I mean, he's got more
kicking special.
He's got more insight than
what are
Pam
they
Oliver.
What are they talking to him about? Like a 29-yard field goal.
You see, what you got to do here is you want to make sure you set up outside of a divot. You don't want that ball getting in a divot. It really can cause. I don't know. I mean, he's not horrible.
Kudos to you, Ryan, for that first half live over.
Thank you. Yeah, you went against me.
No, I did.
Failure. I also had the first touchdown. Shout out to me for that. Hopefully I'm a little disappointed with the first half of this one. Hopefully it juices up in the second.
Chiefs with a decent return here. What do they do? Are they going to kneel it out? Run a couple plays?
You got Patrick.
No timeouts, though. Can't really do much.
Probably should kneel it, but
I'd try one play to Tyreek. Fuck it.
You can't kneel it. I mean, it just doesn't seem like it's in their DNA.
I mean, they have the fastest guy in the league. Just chuck it up to him once, right?
All right. Any parting? They're gonna kneel it down. Any second half wager advice? So I at this point probably looking what? Chiefs -0.5, 8.5 adjusted, or 9.5 adjusted. Maybe it's Bills -0.5 then.
Yeah.
8.5 adjusted.
I mean, again, anytime I'm seeing Bills plus double digits, I'm hopping on. So that's my advice for the second half.
Cool.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Tune into the post-game show for the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean.